The atmosphere in Enugu State just shifted, and this time, it shifted in favor of the people. For months, whispers had been growing louder. Drivers moving through the southeast. Traders transporting goods before sunrise. Families traveling late in the evening. They all had the same uneasy feeling about a particular stretch of road, the Four Corners axis in Ozala. Something wasn't right. Movement in abandoned spots. Strange faces watching from a distance. Shadows that lingered longer than they should. And then, everything changed. In what can only be described as a bold and calculated strike, the Enugu State Police Command launched a tactical operation that flipped the script completely. This wasn't routine patrol. This wasn't officers stopping random vehicles at checkpoints. This was intelligence-driven. Planned. Precise. Surgical. The target. A notorious criminal hideout buried deep within the Ozala community in Nkanu West local government area, dangerously close to the Four Corners Transit Hub, one of the busiest routes connecting communities in and out of Enugu. Now, if you understand Enugu's geography, you know the Four Corners axis is not just any road. It's a lifeline. Commercial vehicles, private cars, transport buses, thousands pass through daily. And that's exactly why criminal elements chose it. High traffic means high opportunity. Blend into the crowd. Watch potential targets. Strike. Disappear. It was a perfect setup. Until it wasn't. In the early hours of Monday, February 16, 2026, while most residents were still asleep, operatives from the command's crack tactical squad moved in silently. No sirens. No dramatic noise. Just strategy. They surrounded the identified hotspots with precision timing. Every exit sealed. Every angle covered. Then came the breach. Confusion erupted inside the hideout. The suspects were caught completely off guard. No time to scatter. No time to organize resistance. Within minutes, handcuffs clicked into place. 15 suspects. 9 men. 6 women. Yes, 6 women. That detail alone tells you this wasn't some random group hanging around. Security experts have long warned that criminal syndicates increasingly use women in operational roles, storing illegal items, handling logistics, acting as informants under the disguise of normal community members. This wasn't coincidence. This was structure. And then came the discoveries. Once the perimeter was secured, officers conducted a meticulous search of the entire premises. And what they found confirmed everyone's worst fears. 2 large polythene bags stuffed with dried weed, strongly suspected to be Indian hemp. Not small quantities. Bulk. Enough to signal a serious distribution network. Drugs that don't just embolden criminals before attacks, but also destroy young lives in surrounding communities. But the most chilling discovery. A locally fabricated pistol. Loaded. 1 live cartridge ready to fire. Think about that for a second. That single weapon could have turned a routine commute into a tragedy. A robbery into a fatal encounter. A confrontation into a headline nobody wants to read. That loaded firearm being recovered before it was used. That's not luck. That's prevention. Following the operation, the police public relations officer, SP Daniel Ndukwi, confirmed the arrest and reassured residents that due process would be followed. The suspects are currently undergoing rigorous screening. Authorities understand that in large operations, innocent individuals can sometimes be caught in proximity. Those found not culpable will be released unconditionally. But let's be clear. Anyone connected to those drugs or that loaded firearm will face serious consequences. Investigation. Prosecution. Court proceedings. No shortcuts. No excuses. And this operation is not an isolated incident. Under the leadership of Commissioner of Police CP Maman Baitros Jiwa, the command has adopted a zero-tolerance stance against criminality. The directive is clear: identify criminal hideouts across all local government areas. Dismantle them. Sustain momentum. Make Enugu completely uncomfortable for lawbreakers. The message has been sent loudly. No abandoned building is too hidden. No junction too busy. No forest too remote. If you are operating outside the law, your clock is ticking. For the people of Ozala and the thousands who use the Four Corners route daily, this raid means more than 15 arrests. It means restored confidence. It means fewer sleepless nights. It means children can travel without their parents holding their breath in fear. Security victories don't always make national headlines. But they matter. They ripple through communities. They remind criminals that the state is watching and acting. And if this operation is anything to go by, Enugu just drew a bold line in the sand. The hunters have become the hunted.